Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Ito po yung likod, si Freddy dito sa Amerika, at ako po ay magbibigay ng aking kuro-kuro sa mga balita araw-araw dyan sa Pilipinas. Most especially today, na merong nangyayari dyan na Senate hearing ni Senator Bato de la Rosa. I think it's on the 4th day na puro palpak naman. Walang ebidensya mapakita, kaya sinabi ni Senate President na itigil na sapagkat ito ay pera ng bayan ang nilulustay ni Senator Bato de la Rosa, and for the sake of political prosecution instead of in aid of legislation. Nakita nyo, ha? So ngayon, ito ay pinatotohanan na ang mga pinag-uusapan nila ngayon tungkol sa inuugnay nila ito sa pagiging drug addict, o hindi naman napatunayan na drug addict si ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos Jr. At ito ay pinutunayan nang humarap sa Senate hearing ni Bato de la Rosa ang mga doktor at mga laboratory personnel or staff ng St. Luke's Hospital. Okay? So yan po ang katotohanan. Ang resulta, negative. Ulitin ko, ang resulta ay negative on the use of cocaine. Yan po. Ito po ay ibig sabihin nito, tapos na ang boxing. Congratulations. Congratulations for all those staff and personnel who give a good fight. Kasi ang itong mga pro-Duterte at Duterte, si Digong Duterte ay out to outs the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Not in accordance with the Philippine Constitution, that the President has the right and has to serve the country until 2028. Unless merong nagawang kasalanan ang ating Pangulo. Walang nagawang kasalanan ang ating Pangulo. In fact, gumanda ang ekonomiya, at ito na ang resulta ng ekonomiya na ito ay paparinig ko sa inyo. Ito na, ha? Pakinggan yung mabuti. Okay?
Meralco customers, may dagdag bayarin ngayong buwan ng Mayo. Sunod-sunod na yellow alert, pwede ring maging dahilan ng dagdag singil sa susunod na buwan.
Ito pong Meralco ay magtataas daw ng singil sa kuryente. And it is owned by PLDT Chairman Manny Pangilinan. I would like to ask my former boss if we could generate electricity by means of sponsoring or organizing or establishing a power plant, source of which is coming from recycling or what we call clean energy, like here in America. One of those solar purposes, yung solar energy, is to produce electricity, and being used here in America, most especially in our village right here, that we have a solar. We are one of those users of solar energy, and because our consumption is getting lower, and if we are going to increase it, the more that we get more power, uninterrupted power supply. Napakalaking bagay ang power supply sa isang ekonomiya ng isang bansa. We could generate wind. Kasi may pera naman ang Meralco eh. They could engage in a wind energy. Hydroelectric is a government sponsored. They could do by themselves, or a small scale water dam that can generate electricity. Okay? Kaya pwede natin gamitin yan sa mga bundok, kabundukan natin, na the purpose of which is to catch yung mga water. Water comes from the series of typhoons, series of rainfall. We need to catch it and provide water for our irrigation, water to generate electricity, and many other useful purposes. Okay? Yan po, okay? So, nananawagan po ko sa ating gobyerno na ang power should be clean energy. Katulad dito sa Amerika, we have so many clean energy like the wind power, okay? Tuloy po natin ang mga magagandang balita.
Sa lahat ng empleyado ng pamahalaan, inanunsyo na po ng Department of Budget and Management na i-release na bukas ang mid-year bonus ng state workers. Samantala, inaasahan na sa buwan ng Hunyo ay ilalabas na ang ulat ukol sa naging pag-aaral kung magkano ang dapat itaas sa sahod ng mga manggagawa ng gobyerno. Ito ang balita ni Nel Maribuhok.
Good news po. So,
Good news talaga.
Ipapalabas na po ng, sa kanila na po ang
thank you,
so,
Secretary
na po ng mga government employees ang kanilang 15, mid-year bonus.
Mid-year bonus.
Mid-year bonus po.
Kasi May na ngayon eh.
Matatanggap na bukas.
Maaga pa nga yan eh.
Pamahalaan ng kanilang mid-year bonus.
Kakaroon tayo ang mga government employees and as well as local government will have we're going to release the mid-year bonus as announced by the Department of Budget and Management. Now, and also the Congress is now giving priority to increase of minimum wage. Okay? Ang sinasabi ho dyan ng mga korporasyon o yung employer confederation, it will affect the economy. It will affect their operation. It will make many things. Mali po yun. Why? Kasi dito sa Amerika tinataas ang sweldo. What are those effects of those increase in paycheck, increase of providing relief to our workers and also to our employees and staff of a certain government agencies as well as in private corporation too. Ang magiging dahilan po niya ay ganito. Pag in-increase ang sweldo at nagbigay ng bonus, major bonus, ang effect nito ay directly to the economy. Una, it will generate revenue for the government. Two, it will increase it will increase the business opportunities, business activity. Three, ang purchasing power natin ay tataas. Because of that, maraming maggagawa ng mga business, small business, sari-sari stores, and many others. Yan po ang dahilan. Wag na natin sabihin yung mga overseas Filipino workers na it is already a part of nation building. Most especially to the budget management. Kasi ang tendency ng tao, pag nakatanggap ng mid-year bonus, bibili yan. O bibili ng damit. So, sino makikinabang? Textile company. Bibili yan ng mga appliances. Who will be the recipient of that? Mga appliances company. Bibili yan ng iba ng kotse. Automotive. Okay? At isa pa, maaaring magkakaroon ng traffic congestion, but the government initiate a continuous infrastructure project that will add more to the economy of the country. Kasi dadami yung mga construction worker. So the National Manpower Corporation, wala na itong National Manpower. TESDA na ngayon. Kasi ako ay nag-aaral sa National Manpower Corporation during my time there in the Philippines. There in Taguig, I studied at National Manpower Corporation as well as in Meralco. Nag-aaral din po ako dyan sa TESDA. Hindi pa nila tinatawag na TESDA nung araw yan. And later on was changed to TESDA. Malaki yung ginhawa. I become more skillful and until I reach here in America because of that. Nagkaroon ako ng self-confidence in myself that I could do it. Even in school, kung pupunta kayo sa eskwela, maraming mga engineers na hindi nagiging matagumpay sa kanilang pag-aaral because of the lack of what? Exposure, lack of experience, lack of opportunity for them to grow and to learn many things. Kasi hindi ho lahat na nakikita yan sa school. Kasi sa school is all about logical. Pero when it comes to application, it is learn in actual experience, like me, what I did in my past year in the Philippines. So guys, malaking bagay itong ginagawa ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos Sr. At ito ay meron pa siyang i-introduce, food stamp katulad sa mga amin, kaming mga may edad na o matatanda na iniinsulto ng mga kabataan dyan sa Pilipinas. Sabi niya, Lolo, magpahinga ka na. Eh sabi ko naman, magpahinga na ako. Ikaw, ano ba trabaho mo? You cannot even speak in English. Is that what you learn in school? Or even if you're a college graduate and you couldn't express yourself in English? Guys, I'm speaking to you, all students there in the Philippines. You have to learn English by heart in order for you to develop a self-confidence in yourself. In order for you to gain, because English is a learning language, it's a window to all information, to all windows of information and education in all parts, like engineering, mathematics, medicine, and others. You cannot go and explore yourself unless you speak in English and you learn how to read and compose data or even journal. Am I right? So, you student there in the Philippines, young professional, you should speak it fluently. Ang nakikita nyo, kung mag-akausapin nyo mga Pilipino na English, they will not join you and they will hate you. Mali po itong paniniwala natin to. The more you speak, the more better that you will have a greater opportunity for you to grow. Yung mga overseas Filipino workers natin dyan sa Amerika, dito sa Amerika, as well as in other parts of the world, most overseas Filipino workers in Middle East. At times, you cannot defend yourself because you were not able to express yourself in English. Am I right? But the moment you are fluent, or most especially articulate in speaking English, you cannot even demand how much you need to get a paycheck there in the Middle East. Am I right? Most especially when you enroll in a school in Middle East while working. Okay? That is the time for you to explore your numerous opportunity for you to grow. Apply in different embassy there, to apply in a different countries that will give you a greater opportunity, because the one that you're working there in the Middle East will serve as a background for you, a strong backbone for your education, for your working experience. Okay? So, let's continue. Okay?
Inanunsyo mismo ni Department of Budget and Management o DBM Secretary Amenah Pangandaman. Kabilang sa mga makakakuha nito ay ang lahat ng tinatawag na civilian government workers, maging regular, casual o contractual employees.
So, everyone working in the government will get a major bonus. That's a good news. Bakit ginagawa ito ng pamahalaan? Ba't ginagawa ito ng gobyerno? Kayo, mga pro-China, bakit? Ang nasa sa isip nyo ay puro paninira. Wala kayong solusyon. Wala kayong solusyon. Sinasabi nyo, si PBBM ay walang ginagawa. Ito ang ginagawa niya. Because he studied here in America as well as the House Speaker. House Speaker Romualdez and First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos are study here in America. For whatever career they got, they apply what they learn here, and now they are giving this kind of all of this gift from the government. At sinasabi nyo baka malugi ang gobyerno. Sinasabi nyo baka malugi ang mga kumpanya. No, it's definitely no. You ask economists there in the Philippines. It will generate more revenues for the government. It will generate more for the people Okay? Like it will awaken the economy. Kasi kung walang pera, sino bibili? Sino bibili sa inyo? Wala kayong pera eh. Ano mangyayari? Ang moral nyo mababa. But when with this kind of support coming from the government is good enough for you, magkakaroon kayo ng lakas ng loob na mag-aaral, na hindi puro paninira. Itong mga pro-China walang ginagawa, at this is orchestrated by China. Pinafund nila yung mga rally, yung mga maisug rally ay pinafunded nila sa panguna ni Rodrigo Roa Duterte na out to stabilize the government and out to remove the president from his position as a chief executive of the country, and trying to lure more soldiers and policemen to their cause. And they're asking, and their objective is to have a people's power in order for the president to pressure to step down and put BP Sara to the position of a president, which has nothing accomplishment at the Department of Education. That is the reason why this coming Friday, May 17, 2024, we are going to have a big rally asking the Vice President to step down as Department of Education Secretary. While in Congress, they are pushing for an impeachment to Vice President Sara Duterte. Kailangan itong gawin kasi para tumigil na ang itong mga ginagawang kalokohan. At katulad ito si Maharlika na kasalukuyan ngayon, after 4 days or 5 days now, hindi makasagot kung paano nawala ang kanyang asawa. Nagiging na yan. Si Maharlika ay may problema dito sa Amerika. Malaking bagay ho yan. Kailangan ipaliwanag niya bakit. Ayun ang bahala magsiyasat. Okay? So ganito ang gagawin ng pinagginagawa ng ating Pangulo, and this is a sign that he is applying a US style of administration, a US style of management to you people who are the recipient of a good economy. Kasi kailangan maganda ang economy. Pag maganda ang economy, ano ang epekto nito? Ano ang result? Is good enumeration of what? Sign of support directly from the government. And now it's coming now. The food stamp is coming. Like the one that we are receiving here in America. Okay? And more power for you all Filipinos. Don't lose hope, because we are now trying to achieve by year 2025, next year, that we are going to achieve upper middle income country. I repeat, our objective and goals and ambition for next year 2025 is to reach our goal, upper middle income country, and by the year a term of the president to be a developed country. But I don't think it will happen, or we are going to able to get it. But at least we have already started that we are trying to achieve to be an advanced country like Japan, like Korea, like Taiwan, even Taiwan, Australia, okay, Canada. So guys, put it in mind that the economy is getting better. And those people behind the stabilization, you need to fight it out. Don't support them. If you are subscribed to Maharlika, pull off your subscribe. Okay? Because Maharlika is not a good blogger. He's trying to put selfish interests or a way of vengeance to the president and the first lady and the whole family of the Marcos. Because the Marcos family is doing a great job for the economy, and that is stepping stone in order for us that we could receive this numerous benefits arising from this economic activity there in the Philippines, that we are being rated by World Bank, International Monetary Fund, and Asian Development Bank as one of the fastest economy in Asia, in East Asia, and beating China by percentage. Okay? Your host, Freddy, in God we trust. Never hold your peace. I'll see you in my next vlog.